Hello, I'm Rachel Clark, an exercise physiologist from Beleura Health Solutions, and today I'm going to talk about preservatives in food. We've all had a time where we've put a chip or a cookie in your mouth and actually thought, what am I actually putting in my mouth? It's not until you turn the packet around and look at the ingredient list. It's quite often there's a lot of names we don't even know how to pronounce, or there's a lot of numbers. Preservatives are food additives used in products to help extend its shelf life. They stop things like mold, bacteria and yeast spoiling the product. A downside to these preservatives is that they can have some nasty side effects that a lot of people are not aware of. I'm going to talk about 3 questionable preservatives. The first one is the sulfites, and that has an E number of 220 to 228. And the E number is basically just the chemical number for that preservative. I guess they're getting pretty tricky with the marketing. We know we shouldn't be consuming sulfites. So instead of actually having it on the ingredient list, they give it a number. So sulfur dioxide has 220. We know we shouldn't consume products with sulfur dioxide in, so they pop that number in there. And then we don't think we're consuming it. So sulfur dioxides are found predominantly in fruit and dried fruit and also wine, and they stop the discoloration of the product. For example, dried apricots, if you look over at the ingredient list, they will have apricots, and then some will have a vegetable oil, or others will have the apricots with that 220. So clearly you would go for the product that has the vegetable oil as opposed to that preservative. Now the downside to the sulfites is they can cause skin rashes, upset stomachs, and they can actually trigger asthma attacks. So asthmatics are definitely urged not to consume them, as within 1 to 2 minutes of consuming this preservative, it can actually trigger tightening of the throat or an actual attack. The second preservative is benzoates, and they have an E number from 210 to 213. They stop with acidification of products, predominantly fruit juices and sodas. One in particular, sodium benzoate, has an E number of 211, and when that's combined with vitamin C or ascorbic acid, it actually produces a product called benzene, and there are a lot of research to prove that that is actually carcinogenic, leading to leukemia, and it can also damage your DNA. So it's pretty scary thinking that I'm drinking something that could be causing that. Obviously we're going to have to be drinking litres and litres of this product to get these side effects, but if we can consume a liquid or a drink without benzoate in them, clearly that would be a better option. The final preservative is nitrate, and they have an E number from 249 to 252, and they're found in processed meats to give it that nice red colour you see. They are unfortunately linked with cancer, just like the benzoates, so best to avoid processed meats to avoid these nitrates. Research continues on the long-term health effects of preservatives in food. What I would recommend is to have a look at the ingredient list and be aware of what you're putting in your body. Try and avoid foods that contain a lot of preservatives, and the best option is to look for foods that contain no additives or preservatives or go organic. I hope this has helped you in your quest to decrease the amount of preservatives you contain in your diet, and good luck.